The year of 1996, after she came back, and acted as if she was being a little wild. I'm telling you this truth because they wasn't had not gained me, but I was still using the substance of cocaine, not knowing that God hadn't spoke concerning these matters in Bible prophecy when He spoke concerning me. I'm telling the truth. It's in the books. Well, she came back home after going gone for months, and she said to me, she, we, just what the person said, you and you have sex. Make me think all right, but so I just sit there. She said, you want some coffee after we got through having sex? She said, I said, yeah. I said, no, I don't want no coffee because I didn't drink coffee. She the one drunk it. She said, I want to make you some. I want you to have some coffee. I said, I don't want no coffee. She said, well, I want to make you some coffee. And I was stupid. She went in and made me some. I said, okay, go make me some coffee. She made me coffee, put cream and sugar in it. And I got to drinking that coffee. It's hot, sweet, good coffee. I drank all of that coffee up. And I looked down in the bottom of this cup after I got through drinking this coffee. And my mind said, why did the sugar melt? Hot as that coffee was, and slow as you drunk that coffee, that sugar should have melted. Because when she gave me the coffee, I was sitting up in the kitchen. She was sweeping the kitchen. She kept looking back at me, drank the coffee. She didn't make her none. I was wondering why didn't she make her none, why she was insisting on making me the coffee. This after I got injured the last time at the railroad in 2004, February 15th. This 2006. I mean, Lord Jesus Christ. 1994 and 1996. Sorry about that. She looking back at me the year 1996, and I'd already been up there and talked to God. God had already took me up there in the sky and talked to me and told me He won't, watch over me, not forget me. Well, I drank this coffee and I was sitting there looking at this thing and I said, this strange, this sugar didn't melt. And I got wrenching the thing out, looking at it. I said, Baba, what is this in? I told my wife, what is this in this coffee thing? I done drunk the coffee off this stuff here, and I'm concerned about the sugar not melting. She let me see it. I gave it to her. She took and washed it down the sink. The next day, I sat there all that night. She said, I'm a dirty bitch. That's what she told me. She said, I'm a dirty bitch. But God had already called me up between the earth and the sun and chastised me about my transgression the year of 1995 and told me that He would remember me. And, my mind kept flicking, was that really God speaking to me then when she didn't let that He allowed her to give me this stuff here? Doubt began to fill me. I went to the bathroom, Lord, while I was having a bowel movement, and got up the water in the commode, and the commode was red, bloody red. I knew then that she had gave me fresh glass in this coffee. And she had said to me that she was a dirty bitch. I wondered how can a person that you had poured your heart out and soul, trying to raise the children for her, because of the way you was raised up at home, because of the hardship that you had gone through as a child. You remembered your tragedy as a child where we starved for days and days, and you held on to your integrity, even though it might not have been steak and ice me. It was food that I provided for the children, was a necessity thing that I didn't get when I was a child. But it's more than what I had. But peace was the part that kept my family together and kept them alive and well. But they didn't have to depend on a system that curses them. Well, blood came every day. I had to cut my diet where I couldn't eat solid food because I know as long as I eat solid food, it's going to irritate me and it's going to drain every bit of my blood out of me. Each time that I had to go to the medical doctor at the VA medical center, I didn't know the effect it was going to have on me. I explained what happened to the VA medical center. It's there on record right now. And who did it to me, because I didn't know the outcome and I didn't want nobody to escape free, because I know this man that wanted me to give him money to sell cocaine to my people and to destroy my people. He had a part to do with this, because him and my wife had a relationship and other people's right wife, but he was a thorn in a lot of our side. Well, it's bled a long time, but I taken and used light food where this would not affect me, but they told me it may affect me in these later years. So God protect me out of this, but the heartbeat of the enemy kept beating around me, and his hands was around my neck and somewhat until he continued to try to frame me and make it look as if I was a kingpin. And it was from the beginning when I refused that man and told that man that I would not let him have money to sell drugs to my peoples. It was he who was affiliated with this stuff, saying he would do this. And it's a possibility that he was affiliated with some of the peoples under law enforcement. So there is something about this law enforcement where they have united themselves together. Everybody that has land and personal property, they use this as a propaganda tool to fight against them people and to take what they got. And they was trying to take my settlement from the railroad. That's what this woman, who was a part of the people that I was around, spoken up in the eyes of the prophet, I was around people with unclean lips, having and dwelling. I was a man with unclean lips, dwelling with people having an unclean lip. And this was part of what God was talking to me about during this episode in Isaiah chapter 6, 1-7, to identify who I was in Bible prophecy. The reason I'm saying this here is because this part leads you to the Ark of the Covenant. This part leads you to the sacrifice of the heifer of 3 years old, she-goat of 3 years old, and ram of 3 years old, and Genesis 59-10. It also leads you to the birth of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ in St. Luke 1, 2, and 3, and the crucifixion. It also leads you to Jesus as he was transformed in St. Matthew chapter 17. And it also leads you to the part where he went into Jerusalem riding an ass with the ass coat following him, the foal of the ass coat following him, and the crucifixion of St. Matthew. And it also leads you to the prophecy of Daniel chapter 4:24, I believe it was 14. St. Matthew. But what I'm trying to tell you is, these were the revelations in time set forth by God, that what I was going to go through with all of these transcend into the evil mind of the spirit of the Antichrist. He take and use our peoples against us to work miracles, to take that which we got and turn it